I'm here with Brian Foyster here at the International Film Festival here in Oceanside. He is wearing so many different hats in his film called Last Take. So what are all your roles in this film?
Let's see, I wrote it, I directed it, I executive produced it, and I act in it.
That is the most Hollywood answer you could have, right? You just have to wear all the hats, especially if you want to get it done.
Call me crazy.
Call you crazy. Yeah, you have to be crazy to be in the film industry a little bit, right?
Yeah.
So we were talking a little bit earlier too, and how long have you been in the film industry?
Since 1847. No, since like the mid 80s. 1984.
So that's going back to the time where you didn't say the word gay on TV unless it was in a really bad context, and it was just so much has changed as far as the acceptance of the first kiss was on movies, the first time people had sex on screen. All these things have happened. How has that influenced your career?
Well, it's funny you say that because I remember I was auditioning in maybe around 1984, and there was a project called An Early Frost with Aidan Quinn, and he was playing a man who had AIDS. And I auditioned for a part in it, and I remember myself and my agent just being like really hesitant, like it was traumatizing to even audition for it because you'd think it would end your career. So I just have a lot of gratitude to all the people who have done all the work between then and now to kick open a lot of doors. And it's just kind of ridiculous that there's any kind of hesitancy with any of the subject matter because it's so human.
So what year did you actually come out to the industry?
Gosh, I honestly don't remember.
Wow.
It's been a while.
Well, the reason I ask that too is because it's kind of a subject that your film takes on, and that there was so much closeting earlier in the Hollywood era that you could ruin your entire career by being out. So fortunately, you didn't ruin your career, but many other careers were hidden, and we never even got to know those actors and who they really were. So tell me about the inspiration behind this film.
Yeah, what you say is very true. And I saw a magazine spread from the 1930s about two actors living together as roommates and eligible bachelors. And I saw that, and those images inspired me to write the film. And it's not about those particular actors, but that's what inspired me. And just everything they faced, having to get married to women, to lie about it and project the image. So, yeah.
It's really heavy subject matter, and it's really definitely an emotional journey to go through and to watch the relationships that unfold and the careers that are challenged by the entire lifetimes, because people made decisions based on whether they're what they wanted versus what they needed, and like you had to choose between your two loves, your career, whether you want to be an actor or whether you really wanted to be authentic expression of who you are and who you love. So has that something that you've personally been challenged with?
I suppose it has, but it's interesting. I sort of never let it get in my way. I never let it bother me. Although, like I said, when I started out, it was a whole nother world, and you just couldn't bring it up. So luckily, I've just kind of forged through it all, and it hasn't really gotten me down.
Well, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for sharing your experience with us and making it a personal journey.
Thank you.
Being an out gay man in the Hollywood industry, and being proud of who you are, because it's really actors like you that made us visible in the world. And so as a lesbian woman, it's always great to see people that have been very open about who they are.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for being here.
Nice meeting you.
Nice to meet you too, Brian.